Doesn't know what color the puck is, Teddy.
Hates looking down at the puck. I don't think do you even know what color the puck is?
Oh, speaking of Sonk, we just said the word.
This is behind the net play.
So he's behind the net. I don't play many games for the Phoenix Coyotes, so I'm in the
press box.
Petey's, no, I was actually in Petey's room where he's doing video, so I have the audio as well. And he's behind the net in Colorado, and Cody McLeod. Is it Cody McLeod in front of the net?
I don't know.
You don't remember. You're too busy staring at the camera.
Busy sonking people.
He kind of comes out and like fake passes it, and Cody McLeod, like hook, line, and sinker, just bites and basically sprints to the wall like as if the puck was passed there. And he's like, "Yep, Sonk," and you can hear it on the audio of the television. And I'm erupting in fucking laughter.
No, he didn't step outside the net. It's his favorite move. He
still do it. I don't know how guys fall for it.
Well,
people still fall for it.
Oh, they do.
NHL, they haven't watched you play
all the time.
You kind of
you hear him too.
He
goes,
fakes. Fake winds up like for.
TV. He goes. Like,
that's when we heard "Sonk you." I was like, this kid has lost his mind.
He's
completely.
lost his mind.
But then he just starts busting up ice. Another good story about Keith. People like wonder, like, what was this kid like growing up? He like Brian, you'll say, I mean, like just a complete menace to society when he's younger.
Jesus,
Keith,
I'm here.
Snap your head. You know it's true.
Right here.
So one of our best buddies, Bunzo Brendan Byrne.
He's a judge now.
They're all playing street hockey outside, and Brendan's father, who is a judge, he's driving by. He's like, "Hey, Keith." You know, they move the nets. They stop the game and move the nets, kind of like Wayne's World. Game off. They move the nets, and he just to let the car by. It's Mr. Byrne. "Hey, Keith, see you later, bud." You know what Keith does? Turns around, moons him, and just goes, "See you later, Bunzo." He's 10 years old, mooning one of our buddies' dad. I was like, that's when you know you have someone on your hands who's just a little crazier than everyone else.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I grew out of it.
He was a wild card. As a kid, like third kid in our family. So we have a sister in between us, Kevin, as we called her. Real name Lauren, but she's
the best.
She's
She
by
is the
far
best.
number one in the family. But she basically raised Keith. Kev raised Keith, and but he was a wild card as a kid. He just didn't know what he was gonna get. One day he was a skateboarder, mooning people. He had just
Rapper.
He had everything going on. I remember being like 16 years old and like listening to rap music or whatever. Like not even. And all of a sudden he comes up with. He's got like Napster going with "Slob on My Knob," and we're like,
song.
what the fuck is going on here? Like,
he's 11.
Where did you hear this song? He's like, "Stop on my knob, like cone on the cop." Like,
3-6
you're
Mafia.
Like 12 years old. What the fuck is going on here? But I mean, it all worked out.
It's amazing. You're like so clean cut now.
Remember when he wouldn't leave New York? This came up earlier. Brian, he was, Keith had just turned pro, and Bryce was still playing at the time, and he's training his dick off. We're going every day to BU training, and we're like, "Keith, you coming?" He's like, "No, I'm all set." Brian, you were like, "What is wrong with you? You're gonna play in the NHL." Like, Brian, I'll see you in a couple days. Calm down right now. I'll be home. Don't you worry. Sure enough, we left the whole time. Brian's like, "This kid is fucking complete idiot," and now he's just an NHL all-star.
No, because then he'd come into workout, and like me, you would be working our
One a
ass off.
summer.
And he'd come in and be like, Mike Boyle would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make him do like, whatever the
He's like,
hardest
"I'm gonna
work.
bury him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bury him."
I'm gonna bury him the next day. Like he'd go like Monday, so we'd get Keith in for that one day, and then he'd come back Tuesday, and he's like, "Oh, there's no way he's even gonna be walking." Keith would be like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, "Dude, you're not sore?" He's like, "No." He's like, "No, why would I be sore?" We're like, "Fucking mother." Meanwhile, we can barely walk, and we've been doing
He's
it.
like, "I got a headache. I had a couple glasses of wine, but no, my body's fine."
No, at that point he was.
He's like, "You just want to hear my
drinking
mixtape?"
like Natty Ices at that point.
He's like, "I actually recorded a mixtape."
My voice hurts. I've been singing all night.
I got these bars.
Slop on my knob. And I don't know if you want to tell a story, but that went all the way up into your close to the draft, why you dropped in the draft. It's a bit of an intense story. I don't know if you want to tell it on the pod.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's. We just got in a big fight before the draft, and it got back to some teams, I guess, and I think I might have fought somebody's scouts.
A scout's kid.
Yeah, a scout's son or something like that. I don't know.
I thought for back then, I thought maybe the toughness would have bumped you up in the stock.
That's what, and then I think Keith Gretzky, who was the scout of, he was Phoenix.
Oilers GM right now.
Is he?
Come on, Edmonton.
Keith, was this
And,
on ice or off ice?
Off
Fight?
ice.
Sorry.
It was off ice.
Okay.
It was
You
at,
got 100 people
for the
fired
listeners
for
at
not
home.
drafting you before they did, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
It was at who's on? No. What's that place across from Fenway?
Who's on first?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it was.
might have been after, though.
When Mike was going bananas.
Yeah, that might have been
Well,
another night.
I'll change from
there
the
was
off
there was
ice.
a couple.
I'll change up from the off ice fight to one of the on ice fights involving the Yandles. There's a hockey league. I don't know if it's still going on in Bridgewater
Oh, yeah, that was
in the summer.
wild.
So local Boston guys, all college players, bunch of pros are playing. I was on the most stacked team of
Yeah, you
all
guys were
time.
sick.
Oh my! Our defense, Orpik, myself, Chilson, Billy Tibbetts, Brendan
Oh,
Walsh.
God.
We would fight anyone. We'd win.
Oh,
Either
gee.
way, the
They
Yandle,
would
the
fight
Yandle
anybody.
brothers. Yeah, I wouldn't fight anyone. They would fight everyone. So the Yandle brothers are on a team, and they're playing the 7 o'clock game. I'm the 9:30 game, so I come in. I'm watching their third period. Keith somehow squares off with some Russian kid who was
Oh.
way like.
Keith was young at
Ivan
the time.
Keith was
Drago.
young. Keith
He
was
was
you were
probably
probably
like
17.
16,
I was
17.
16, 17. So, even playing in the leagues big time. So he squares off with this kid, and this Russian just drills him.
One
like,
bang.
absolute one banger right in the teeth. And I see Brian Yandle, who's going back for a puck and turns and sees the fight. He's like Shrek, bombing down. He jumps on this kid's shoulders. He's wrestling around the Russian as he drags him down. Keith gets up. He's trying to fight him. I'm like, there's the Yandle brothers sticking together.
Dude.
So it was just always that way.
He looked like Jimmy Superfly Snuka skating across the ice. It was unbelievable.
Jimmy Snouterfly Snooker.
Yeah. But yeah, he would. That guy. I remember I had to get plastic surgery on my mouth. That dude hit me with.
Yeah,
a
he lit you
cannon.
up.
My
And then
lip was
somebody
hanging.
at
Who
the
out.
was
league
that
was
kid?
like, dude, I picked that kid up the other day. He was doing push-ups on his knuckles in his driveway. He's like, that kid's a savage.
Thanks for the heads
We're
up.
like, yeah, appreciate the scout
Check the
report.
game
Yeah,
notes.
check the
Fuck.
game notes, buds.
Yeah, no name on the game notes.